So as you probably already know, Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over them releasing the Black Widow movie on Disney Plus instead of just a theatrical release. Apparently, Scarlett Johansson lost a lot of money because they released the movie on Disney Plus as well as theatrically. And I think that this is going to be a recurring theme with a lot of actors, a lot of directors, a lot of these people who are involved in these movies that are being released on streaming services as well as theatrical releases are going to lose a lot of money because they're just not going to make as much at the box office. If you can sit at home and watch these movies, a lot of people are going to opt to do that as well. Let's get into the video. If you do enjoy news like this, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I try to post multiple videos on this channel every single day. Let's get into the video. So yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on over at Disney right now. There's some crazy stuff going on over at Marvel. I did a video a while back talking about a possible Marvel Disney civil war, and I think that this might be happening. I think, Clownfish TV a couple of days ago even made a video about a civil war between Bob Iger and Bob Chapek, saying that Bob Iger just doesn't like the way that Chapek is handling his company, and I don't blame him. The Disney Plus numbers are down, and I think that has a lot to do with the Marvel stuff. I just don't think a lot of people like those Marvel shows that have been coming out on Disney Plus, but the Disney Plus numbers are down nonetheless. It doesn't matter why it is. The Disney Plus numbers are down. I know that we went through some stuff in 2020 that I can't say on here, but you know what I'm talking about. The beer bug, all of that stuff that happened in 2020 that's carrying over into 2021. Black Widow was always doomed to fail, but this strategy of releasing stuff on streaming services as well as theatrically is just not going to pan out the way they think it is. A lot of people like Christopher Nolan have already come out as soon as they announced that they were going to do stuff like this. As soon as HBO or HBO Max announced that they were going to be releasing their movies on their streaming service and in theaters at the same time, Christopher Nolan and others came out and talked about that. And now Scarlett Johansson is pissed off because they are losing money. Disney, Warner Bros, by releasing stuff on HBO Max, any movie that is being released on a streaming service as well as theatrically at the same exact time, even if it is for a price. Disney Plus is making you pay extra to see these movies. HBO Max is giving it to you for free. If you pay for HBO Max, you can see the movies the same day that they come out. It's going to ruin Dune. It's going to ruin the box office for Dune, and I'm scared that this is going to deter studios from making movies in general because they're going to see the box office numbers and they're going to say, wow, these box office numbers are absolutely horrible. If Marvel movies, if Black Widow, a movie with the Marvel name on it, can't do well at the box office, then why the hell would we make a movie if it's going to do worse than Marvel, because we can't compete with Marvel? So how are we going to get a movie to do good at the box office? And I'm scared that they're going to think that about Dune. Dune's going to do really poorly at the box office because they're releasing it on HBO Max. I don't know what else they expect. It's not going to do well unless they see this situation. Maybe this Scarlett Johansson suing Disney over Black Widow Disney Plus release shows everyone that these actors, these directors will not stand for this. This is absolutely ruining not only the director's vision, not only the actor's vision for the actual movie that's going to come out, because they're made to be seen in theaters. So directors and writers already don't like that, as well as actors, but also it's going to mess with their money. As you can see, this from CNN Business, Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over Black Widow Disney Plus release. I don't blame her. Apparently, she only made $20 million from the Black Widow. I mean, I'm saying only $20 million, but really, like, $20 million is a lot of money. She shouldn't be upset about that, but apparently she was supposed to make somewhere like $50 million. I don't know that for a fact. I saw that in a couple of places, and I don't believe they say what she was supposed to make in this article. I tried to look right before I made this video, and I don't believe they say. But Disney has clapped back at Scarlett Johansson for filing this lawsuit. What she said was that in her contract, it was stated, which it would be very weird for this to be stated in her contract because this movie was announced way before that whole stuff in 2020 happened, I believe. So I would assume that her contract was signed before that was announced. I would assume that her contract was announced before all of that 2020 stuff. So I don't really know why that would be in her contract that said that you can't release it on Disney Plus and in theaters at the same time, or that probably you have to wait a certain amount of time before it goes from theaters to Disney Plus is probably what is said in the contract, but that's a little weird for it to be in the contract unless they amended it later on after the contract is already signed. But this article from Variety says Disney fires back at Scarlett Johansson, calls Black Widow lawsuit sad and distressing. They 100% did play the guilt card against Scarlett Johansson. They're trying to make everyone feel guilty for Walt Disney, for the Black Widow movie being released in theaters and on Disney Plus because of everything that's happening. They're trying to act like they're the struggling company that's just trying to keep their head above water. They say The Walt Disney Company clapped back at Black Widow star Scarlett Johansson, slamming the actress's breach of contract lawsuit for showing callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the CV-19 pandemic. In a court filing on Thursday, Johansson said Disney's decision to send the Marvel movie to Disney Plus at the same time it was released in theaters cost her millions of dollars in back-end compensation. Those bonuses were tied to hitting box office benchmarks that Black Widow likely won't achieve. And yes, I don't think the Black Widow movie would have done that well. I don't think it would have made $1 billion regardless. I really don't think that, even if all that 2020 stuff didn't happen, if the beer bug, the CV-19 stuff didn't happen, I don't think that this movie hits $1 billion. I'm sorry. I know that's blasphemous to say about a Marvel movie, but I don't think that this movie hits $1 billion. That's just my personal belief. But I definitely think that 100%, not only did the beer bug hurt this, but 100% the Disney Plus release hurt this movie so much, probably even more than the CV-19 hurt this. I would say that it's going to hurt a lot of movies, a lot of films going forward. It's going to hurt a lot of great movies. Like, you know, Dune looks pretty good. I think it's going to be a really good movie. Dune is going to be hurt very horribly by this HBO Max release stuff. It's stupid. It's a stupid model. It's a very, very dumb model. Disney is countering that it complied with the terms of Johansson's deal to star in Avengers spin-off film. There is no merit whatsoever to this filing, Disney said in an unusually fiery statement. The lawsuit is especially sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the CV-19 pandemic. It definitely is unusual for Disney to come back at something like this so fast, for one, but also, like they said, very fiery, very mad. You can tell that they pissed somebody off. Scarlett Johansson pissed somebody off at Disney, and they were not wasting any time coming back at Scarlett Johansson. Let's check out some of the Twitter reactions from this. A lot of people have very strong opinions, going different ways, going different directions. Scarlett Johansson isn't being greedy here by releasing Black Widow on Disney Plus, then not counting that revenue towards her expected salary, as is done with box office tickets. Disney tried to screw her out of what she was owed. F Disney. I 100% agree, man. If it's in her contract that she's going to make money from this movie's revenue, then the Disney Plus revenue needs to go towards that as well, because you're already screwing her over. You're already screwing her movie that she's been expecting, that she's been deserved ever since she was in that first Avengers movie. People have been wanting this movie. I haven't wanted this movie, but people out there, Scarlett Johansson has wanted this movie, and you're gonna screw her over by releasing it on Disney Plus at the same time. It's really bad. IGN says Scarlett Johansson's lawsuit claims the simultaneous release of Black Widow in theaters and Disney Plus was a breach of contract, as her salary was largely contingent on the movie's box office performance and may have cost her upwards of $50 million. That is crazy amounts of money. And this person says apparently they're probably against Scarlett Johansson because of all those narratives that are spun about her, saying that she, takes roles away from certain people who have certain identities and all of that stuff. But this person says, no, I'm sorry, but I have to agree with ScarJo for once. I'd sue those people if they stole half my paycheck too. Apparently, if she only made $20 million from the movie and she's owed upwards of $50 million, or not owed, but she could have made, they took away upwards of $50 million from her, then she is owed a lot more than half of her paycheck. They didn't steal half her paycheck. They stole more than double, or around double, her paycheck if she's owed upwards of $50 million. That is absolutely crazy. And I think that this is going to be a recurring theme. Like I said, not only actors, but directors and writers are going to be very mad about this HBO Max's Disney Plus release template. This Disney Plus and HBO Max release strategy is not a good one. It's not a good one for anyone. The studios are losing out on money. Actors and directors are losing out on money, as well as not getting their actual vision, because like I said, they make these movies with theater releases in mind. They always think that these movies are going to be shown on the big screen whenever they're creating them. So the directors aren't happy about that. They're not happy about losing money, as well as the actors like Scarlett Johansson. This is probably going to be a recurring theme. I think that this is going to happen more often than we think it is. But let me know what you guys think about this whole Scarlett Johansson situation, about her suing Disney and Disney clapping back against Scarlett Johansson. What do you think about this whole situation? Let me know in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, both of those links will be in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one.